Like he's close to the first down marker.
On the tackle, number 11, Rashawn Rocket.
Rashawn Rocket on the tackle.
The game is to the 4-yard line.
And that's a first down for Oxford, 1st and 10 on the 4-yard line. Abraham, he'll take the snap, hand it off to Phillips, who guts his way up the middle, but he's going to be short. And again, everyone on the D-line just getting to the ball, and they made a play.
That's, you see it happen a lot in football as teams kind of get closer and closer to their own end zone. Their defense that stiffens, it stiffens, it stiffens. Let's see what happens here.
2nd and 3, 3 yards away from the end zone. Abraham in the shotgun. He's going to look to throw. He throws it out to Metcalf, who's in the end zone. He jumps over a Lafayette defender, and that's a touchdown for Oxford. And very great play, great awareness by the offense, and Metcalf made a great jump.
That was a good jump. As Lafayette defense, you saw they had 9 in the box. They were playing the run all the way. Little swing pass to the outside, jump for the touchdown.
Extra point coming up by Liam Cooper to try to make this game a 10-0 lead. An interesting formation.
That's stupid. Why do you do that? You're not fooling anybody. Just line up and kick the extra point. That drives me nuts. It's insane. Quit doing that.
And they go back to the normal formation as Cooper's extra point is up, and it's good. That's going to make the score 10-0. 5:23 to go in the 2nd quarter. Lafayette will have the football when we get back. You're watching Commodores football on DoresTV.
The next time those hunger pains hit you, head to the famous Bees Barbecue, as mentioned in The Blind Side, the movie. In Oxford for 15 years and voted #1 ribs in Oxford. We'll cater all occasions, no matter how small or large the crowd is. We also serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 9:30. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bees Barbecue. And don't forget to call about those tailgating trays, 662-236-7090. Bees Barbecue, the best ribs in Oxford. Looking for home, health, or vehicle insurance, let Farm Bureau handle them all. Lafayette County Farm Bureau Insurance will be glad to help with any insurance need you might have. With real claim service, stop in and see Wayne Perkins or call today, 234-6232. That's 662-234-6232. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation have a professional treatment team including board-certified physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and personal trainers who use advanced technology and equipment to help you achieve optimal results. We provide physical therapy to patients of all ages, ranging from therapy for joint and sport injuries to stroke recovery or work-related injuries. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation. Healing in motion.
And we're back. Lafayette, Oxford, part of the rivalry series tonight. Broadcasted on DoresTV, which is sponsored by Bees Hickory Smoke Barbecue. Located at Sky Mart on College Hill Road, open for breakfast, lunch, and my favorite, Lawrence, supper. Ribs, chicken, catfish, that sounds good, and much more. Call 236-7090 to place your order.
See, I don't have a favorite meal. I like them all because they're all good.
Everything?
I like breakfast. Breakfast, if I have a least favorite. I usually, just for whatever reason, just because I'm kind of a bum, don't like to get up too early, I usually just end up skipping breakfast and compensating with a ridiculously large lunch.
And Oxford kicks it out of bounds, and Lafayette will get the ball on the 40. So great field position to start for the Commodores.
Yeah, we saw all those referees. They were on top of that, man. We saw 6 flags come out. So, yeah, we get it. The ball went out of bounds.
Bunch kick.
Good awareness. But that's kind of weird. I've noticed that in high school football a lot. It's just goofy. Just kick the ball to the end zone. I don't know why we want to play, kind of playing with fire by Pooch kicking it to the 35 and having it go out of bounds. That's just bizarre.
And we're waiting for
The ball will be spotted at the 35
Eric Robertson and
line.
company. It looks like there's going to be
Commodores.
an official's timeout on the field. And we're going to take one as well. We'll be back as the Commodores will start on the 35.
Family owned and operated since 1959, the Beacon Restaurant is the gathering place in Oxford for family and friends. Come in, grab a seat with a familiar face for a down-home breakfast and a fresh cup of coffee. You might even hear a lie or two. Breakfast not your thing? Then try our signature plate lunches. For service with a smile, come join us for any meal at the Beacon Restaurant on North Lamar in Oxford. And nah, we ain't got no sweet tea.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved $480. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save $480 with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Marty Stark in Oxford can save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Oxford Kubota is your one-stop shop for your farm or ranch. Whether you need a zero-turn mower, compact tractor, or the impressive M-Series cab tractor, Oxford Kubota can put together a package deal to fit your needs. We offer a fully stocked parts department and a service department with factory-trained technicians that can service your tractor, ATV, or UTV, regardless of the make or model. Come by for a test drive at 93 Highway 30 East, next to Oxford Farm and Ranch. Oxford Kubota.
And we're back on DoresTV. You're watching Lafayette High School football. Tonight, they're trailing 10-0 against their crosstown rival, Oxford, and they got good field position to start this possession. Devin Thomas in the shotgun at quarterback. He hands it off to Joyner, and that's not going to get anything but one.
At some point, they're going to have to, maybe after this drive, they're going to have to figure out how to try and get out in the perimeter, go vertical, go over the top, because just running right down the middle, it's not working.
And Lawrence, what's interesting is that it seems like tonight, Lafayette, they've been giving most of the carries to Tavon Joyner over Tate Owens.
Yeah, that's bizarre, because Tate Owens, he's provided the bulk of what little offense Lafayette's been able to muster so far this season. You find then, so far the biggest game on your schedule, you'd think you'd give the best player on your offense, on the offensive side of the ball, the majority of the work.
Thomas, he will get the snap, and he's going to run outside past the 40, takes a hit, and he's tackled at about the 42.
What's interesting is all season we've been saying how well the receivers for the Commodores block downfield. Well, Tate Owens missed his assignment there. He wasn't blocking anybody. Thomas could have gone a long way, could have run to the races, but Owens missed his assignment and didn't block for him.
A short 3rd and 3 coming up for the Commodores. Ball on the 42, and Will Ard is in at quarterback for Lafayette, who can do a lot of things that Thomas can do, and he can certainly run the football well. And Ard, he hands it off. That's going to be a first down, and he's up the middle. That's Joyner. He's past the 20, to the 10, to the 5. Touchdown, Lafayette. Tavon Joyner right up the middle. That's 6 points, Lawrence.
Well, and then the curse of the commentators, did you say, as soon as I said the run up the middle isn't working, boom, 60 yards, touchdown. Fantastic. Just no blocking was necessary. There was just good standard blocking by the offensive line. Hit the hole, gone.
And I think Oxford got confused that there was a different quarterback and Will Ard in the game. That kind of threw them off a little bit.
And it worked fantastic because I was a little confused by it too. It's the fact that they brought a different quarterback in but did the exact same thing. But it threw the Oxford defense off enough that he was able to get for the touchdown.
Ryan Holland will kick the extra point to try to make this a 3-point game. Kick is up, and it's good. And that's 10-7. 3:45 to go. In the second quarter, the Commodores are on the board with their second offensive touchdown of the season. Keep it right here. You're watching Commodores football on DoresTV.
Hello, this is Gant Boone with Oxford University Bank. This day and age, it is hard to beat an original, much less an Oxford original, and that is exactly what you get with OUB. We have Casasa checking and savings accounts with ATM refunds nationwide, perfect for everyone, especially students. So whether you are a full-time resident of Oxford or just looking to get here as soon as you can, choose OUB. Live Oxford, Bank Oxford, Oxford University Bank, member FDIC.
You probably think Domino's pizza cheese comes out of a big plastic bag, and it does. But before it goes into that bag, our cheese was crafted to perfection by an award-winning mozzarella maker using milk from family-owned dairy farms. And we got help from a cheese technologist and a National Cheese Institute laureate award winner, which is really a thing. So order 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for $5.99 each, and taste why you can't judge a cheese by its bag.
Welcome to Furniture World, home of the better buy. Get more selection with even more savings. If you're needing furniture for your home, apartment, or dorm room, we have the quality that you want at the prices that you can afford. We also have interest-free financing with approved credit, plus free delivery is available within our area. So come by and see why we're Oxford's #1 furniture store.
And we're back. I'm Browning Stubbs alongside Lawrence Dockery. We're got our first road broadcast of the season for your Lafayette Commodores as they are trailing 10-7 against the Oxford Chargers. But Lawrence, a lot of momentum now towards Lafayette.
Yes, they finally put some points on the board. Got an offensive touchdown. Fantastic, great run. Just the breakaway speed on display there.
And Holland kicks off and it goes out of bounds. So for Lafayette, when they kicked off, or excuse me, when Oxford kicked off, they kicked out of bounds, and Lafayette kicks out of bounds. So Oxford will get the ball at the 35, and that's just a killer. And there's a flag on the play, which is going to put the ball on the 35.
When Oxford kicked it out of bounds down here, I said the same thing. I'm saying it again. Is why are we going to play with fire? You just put it through the back of the end zone, and they only start at the 20 instead of the 35. You're giving away 15 free yards of field position. You know, and if your kicker doesn't have the leg to put it through the back of the end zone, that's fine. At least make him return it.
The junior, Jack Abraham, 6'1", 188, back in at quarterback to start for the Chargers. And he keeps it, and he's going to throw it to right. And that's a completed pass for about 7.
See, Oxford looks most dangerous when he's been able to get out of the pocket if there's pressure. He's elusive. He can get away from the pressure. He's got speed. He's got a nice set of wheels. He keeps his eyes downfield. He's directing traffic. Looks a little bit, minus the absolute just insanity, but he looks a little bit like Johnny Manziel. Just a little bit.
Maybe not Manziel now on the bench, but at Texas A&M, yes.
That is true.
And that is a first down for Metcalf. Abraham, 2 great plays in a row. First down, they are across midfield. 3.5 minutes to play, and Oxford, through this first couple plays, they look hungry after the bad play that the defense made.
Yeah, that's all you always hear in college and pro football is how does the offense respond or how does the defense respond. We're seeing a good response here so far from the Oxford offense.
Abraham takes the snap, throws it to Metcalf on the screen pass to the right. Metcalf is past the 40, past 35, past 30, jumps over. Wow, he jumped over Rashawn Rocket on that play and
sign him up for the Olympics. That was fantastic.
If he had scored a touchdown, that would probably be on ESPN's top 10 highlights of the night.
You remember a couple years ago when Michigan State played Boise State football and they had when Le'Veon Bell was still at Michigan State? That's what that reminded me of.
Yep. And Abraham's pass is short, and that's incomplete, intended for Zach Kauser.
It's good, smart of the Commodores to fall on the football there, because that could have been a backward. The officials ruled that it wasn't. But if you recall, in the last Monday in the Louisville against Miami football game, there was a whole snafu of was it an incomplete pass, was it a backwards pass? They ruled it a backwards pass, and the Cardinals defense fell on it. Good job by the Commodores defense here to fall on the loose football, even though it was an incomplete pass.
Yeah, because you never know. what the referee is going to call it. You're right, great awareness. 2nd and 10, ball on the 20. Abraham got great protection, and pass is incomplete, intended for White.
Officials say there's no pass interference there. I thought he might have jumped that route just a fraction of a second too early. But hey, the officials say no foul. There's no foul.
Big 3rd down for the Commodores to see if they can force a 4th down.
Now you got to wonder if this is four down territory if they don't pick up the 1st down here. You know, it also depends on what they get on 3rd down.
It's true.
But you got to figure with the wind in your face and the way they've got the 1 field goal make tonight, but it wasn't you knew right away. It was one of those you had to wait till the last second, and it just went inside the post.
Abraham, he rolls out to his left, looking for someone who's going to cut up the middle, and he's going to get taken down, and he will be short of the 1st down.
Big decision for Oxford here. And it doesn't even look like, well, I think here comes the field goal team.
4 yards on the play, brings up 4th down and 6.
And Liam Cooper will attempt his 2nd field goal of the night from about 33 yards.
Now the field goal's in his face, but it's also it's blown across from his right to his left.
Good snap, his field goal, it's up and
well wide.
It's no good.
Wide. Good stand by the Commodores defense.
That's a win for the Commodore defense, and we're going to take a break, but coming up, Lafayette will have the football. You're watching DoresTV.
The next time those hunger pains hit you, head to the famous Bees Barbecue, as mentioned in The Blind Side, the movie. In Oxford for 15 years and voted #1 ribs in Oxford. We'll cater all occasions, no matter how small or large the crowd is. We also serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 9:30. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bees Barbecue. And don't forget to call about those tailgating trays, 662-236-7090. Bees Barbecue, the best ribs in Oxford. Looking for home, health, or vehicle insurance, let Farm Bureau handle them all. Lafayette County Farm Bureau Insurance will be glad to help with any insurance need you might have. With real claim service, stop in and see Wayne Perkins or call today, 234-6232. That's 662-234-6232. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation have a professional treatment team including board-certified physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and personal trainers who use advanced technology and equipment to help you achieve optimal results. We provide physical therapy to patients of all ages, ranging from therapy for joint and sport injuries to stroke recovery or work-related injuries. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation. Healing in motion.
And we're back. You're watching Commodore football on DoresTV. And Thomas and his offense back on the field as Owens will get the carry, and he's got some room. There's going to be a flag on the play.
Coming back.
Coming back. We both saw that one coming, Lawrence. Would have had a great game, but the O-line will get called for a hold.
You can always just kind of anticipate from when during the course of the play the flag is thrown or where it's thrown. You can always just kind of tell, right? It's usually when there's a run, kind of, when the running back gets out on the perimeter and there's a flag, you're more likely going to be a hold. So that's a killer.
It is, Lawrence, when the Commodores, they haven't had too many big plays this season. We saw that one nice run in the victory over DeSoto Central last week. Tate Owens had about a 40, 45-yard run. That was big. And then we just saw the touchdown by Joyner. But when they're backed up all the way to the 10, you're not in a very good spot.
No, especially, so tonight really the only offense they've had is that one big play where they ran 60-something yards for a touchdown.
And there's Joyner, and he doesn't get much. Make that second, probably about 17.
For the Commodores. On the tackle for the Chargers, number 10, Mike McGee.
And it's going to be a official's timeout on the field, and we will take a timeout as well. You're watching Commodore football on DoresTV.
Family owned and operated since 1959, the Beacon Restaurant is the gathering place in Oxford for family and friends. Come in, grab a seat with a familiar face for a down-home breakfast and a fresh cup of coffee. You might even hear a lie or two. Breakfast not your thing? Then try our signature plate lunches. For service with a smile, come join us for any meal at the Beacon Restaurant on North Lamar in Oxford. And nah, we ain't got no sweet tea.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved 480 bucks. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
So you know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save 480 bucks with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Marty Stark in Oxford can save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Oxford Kubota is your one-stop shop for your farm or ranch. Whether you need a zero-turn mower, compact tractor, or the impressive M-Series cab tractor, Oxford Kubota can put together a package deal to fit your needs. We offer a fully stocked parts department and a service department with factory-trained technicians that can service your tractor, ATV, or UTV, regardless of the make or model. Come by for a test drive at 93 Highway 30 East, next to Oxford Farm and Ranch. Oxford Kubota.
Welcome back to Brian Holcomb Field, and we are here for the Oxford Chargers versus the Lafayette Commodores, and it's being broadcasted right here on DoresTV, which is sponsored by Oxford Rehabilitation. Oxford Rehabilitation has just recently moved to a new address at 2714 West Oxford Loop. So second and 15, the ball in the 15. It's going to be handed off, and Price has got some room, and he's going to be taken down at about the 25, 26-yard line.
Wow, that's a very good run. Very good play on the second down. That sets up third and very manageable.
On the tackle, number 32, Taylor Henderson. The ball is on the 26-yard line. Third down.
Third and 4 on the 26-yard line. It's going to be a timeout taken on the field. And we're going to take a timeout as well. We'll be right back. Big third down ahead for Commodores.
Hello, this is Gant Boone with Oxford University Bank. This day and age, it is hard to beat an original, much less an Oxford original. And that is exactly what you get with OUB. We have Casasa checking and savings accounts with ATM refunds nationwide. Perfect for everyone, especially students. So whether you're a full-time resident of Oxford or just looking to get here as soon as you can, choose OUB. Live Oxford, Bank Oxford, Oxford University Bank, member FDIC.
You probably think Domino's pizza cheese comes out of a big plastic bag. And it does. But before it goes into that bag, our cheese was crafted to perfection by an award-winning mozzarella maker using milk from family-owned dairy farms. And we got help from a cheese technologist and a National Cheese Institute laureate award winner, which is really a thing. So order 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for $5.99 each and taste why you can't judge a cheese by its bag.
Welcome to Furniture World, home of the better buy. Get more selection with even more savings. If you're needing furniture for your home, apartment, or dorm room, we have the quality that you want at the prices that you can afford. We also have interest-free financing with approved credit, plus free delivery is available within our area. So come by and see why we're Oxford's #1 furniture store.
And we're back at Brian Holcomb Field, home of the Oxford Chargers. And we're on DoresTV tonight and sponsored by Nuke's Eatery. There's a location on the University, one on Jackson. Come out and have a nice sandwich. Big third down as it's handed off, and Price, and he's not going to get it as he picked up 2. And Lawrence, that's a tough call there. I would have personally liked to have seen maybe a swing pass out to Kynes or Coker, but we didn't see it.
Well, I think they're just trying to bleed the clock so Oxford doesn't have as much time left to go march down the field before halftime, because Oxford's out of timeouts.
And Coker and the punt team will come out for the Commodores. Just a minute left, and Lafayette doing a very good job of running the clock as they're letting the clock tick as Oxford is out of timeouts.
You got to wonder if they might even take a delay game penalty here, or just take a timeout when they get down to 1 on the play clock.
And you're right, Lawrence, as Lafayette, they will take a timeout. And Lawrence, let's talk about what we've seen so far in this game. Really, the Lafayette offense, they got that one really nice play by Joyner. And frankly, I think Oxford, that they've had multiple chances to score, but it's been the Lafayette defense again and again. They've been very strong.
They have been. That last series was the best they've played all night. As they forced a third, fourth down, missed field goal. We mentioned it. The Lafayette offense, they've got that one big play that went for a touchdown. Still on their second offensive touchdown in the season. They really kind of get that offense moving. They just the holding calls and the pre-snap penalties of what's been a killer.
Coker will come out to point with the punt with 46 seconds remaining in the second quarter. There's the punt. Oxford brings pressure, and it's kicked. It's going to be returned. Oh, a very nice bounce will roll all the way down to the 29-yard line, which is where Owens picks it up, and that's where Oxford will take over on offense.
So there's 36 seconds left on the clock, and
no timeouts for Oxford.
No timeouts, but what most, the quote conservative and smart unquote thing to do was just take the knee with the lead and go into halftime. The way Oxford ran that last defensive possession, I think they're going to try and take a couple of shots down the field. I mean, really, you don't have anything to lose if you're just throwing the ball down the field. Yeah, there may be an interception return for a touchdown, but that very rarely happens. So if I was Oxford, I'd play the percentages.
So they're going to throw. You're right, Lawrence. The pass is completed.
And that's
to
smart.
Metcalf.
9, 10 yards, get out of bounds. Just move the ball, move the chains, stop the clock.
Number 5, Liggins. The number 4, Williams. Gain of 9 yards on the play. Second down.
2nd and 1, ball on the 38. And if they want to try to get some points, they got to run some corner routes and to try to get out of bounds. Low snap. And
somebody jumped from the Commodores there.
Yeah, that's definitely what it looks like.
Offside against the Commodores.
Offsides on the defense.
5 free yards and it stops the clock.
Result of the play. First down, Chargers.
Move that up to the 43-yard line. 1st and 10 ahead for Oxford. And Oxford, they got some weapons, Lawrence, where you're right. Abraham may take a shot down the field.
He may take a shot, but I think the defense is trading yards for time. There's 10 yards of cushion here down here on the near side.
Abraham, the pass is off the fingertips of Cowser.
He's made smart decisions tonight. He's just had 1 or 2, 3, maybe about the 3rd pass that's just been a little bit high or a little bit behind his receiver. And now he's been lucky. He's only had the 1 pass intercept, but that was just because of a miscommunication. His receiver didn't run the right route.
There's a good snap. Pass is complete to Cowser, who's past the 50. He'll get tackled about the 42-yard line. 25 seconds to go. Oxford in the hurry-up offense mode right now. Chains are moving.
Clock stops while they move the chains.
Both sidelines move towards the Oxford side. And everyone is set. Clock is ticking. Abraham takes the snap, and he's trying to find someone open. He finds Cowser again, who catches the ball at the 35-yard line. Clock's ticking. Oxford needs to get up to the line and spike it.
They got 10 seconds. There.
Some confusion, which is confusing because
that was just botched on everybody. The defense, the offense, and the officials. Everybody botched everything down there. It's the referee wouldn't get out of the way for them to snap the ball.
And if I'm an Oxford coach, Oxford fan, I'm really disappointed there.
Well, the mysterious thing is why would you throw the ball short of the first down? The first down stops the clock, so to move the chains, but why would you throw the ball short of the first down? Now they've got to take a desperation heave to the end zone.
They get the snap. Abraham throws it, and it's caught for a touchdown. Oh, my. Kyrie White. Wow.
That is a sucker punch, right?
Rivalry football, Lawrence. Lawrence Dockery.
Incredible. That was incredible. That's like the Houston BYU game last night where the Houston quarterback just threw up a prayer before halftime for a touchdown.
I mentioned you got weapons. Why not take a shot? And that's what they did. Oxford.
So the clock mismanagement on the previous play turns out to work in their favor. Don't try that at home,
Who would have thought
kids.
that? Yeah.
Don't try this. I know Brian Kelly at Notre Dame is watching that one saying, that's probably a good way to run a 2-minute offense. No, Brian Kelly, that is not a good way to run a 2-minute offense. It's just lucky.
Cooper will attempt the extra point, and it'll make it a 17-7 game, and that's going to be the end of the first half. Your Commodores are trailing by 10 as we go into halftime. A few minutes before the third quarter starts, we'll have a halftime show to recap the first half and what to expect in the second half. So we're going to take a break, but come back for the second half. You're watching Lafayette High School football on DoresTV.
The next time those hunger pains hit you, head to the famous Bees Barbecue, as mentioned in The Blind Side, the movie. In Oxford for 15 years and voted #1 ribs in Oxford. We'll cater all occasions, no matter how small or large the crowd is. We also serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 9:30. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bees Barbecue. And don't forget to call about those tailgating trays, 662-236-7090. The Bees Barbecue, the best ribs in Oxford. Looking for home, health, or vehicle insurance, let Farm Bureau handle them all. Lafayette County Farm Bureau Insurance will be glad to help with any insurance need you might have. With real claim service, stop in and see Wayne Perkins or call today, 234-6232. That's 662-234-6232. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation have a professional treatment team including board-certified physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and personal trainers who use advanced technology and equipment to help you achieve optimal results. We provide physical therapy to patients of all ages, ranging from therapy for joint and sport injuries to stroke recovery or work-related injuries. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation. Healing in motion.
marching band scored all superior ratings for band, color guard, percussion, and drum major at the MHSAA State Band Festival in Grenada this past year. Please join me as we give another round.
Ladies and gentlemen, to your halftime entertainment, the All Superior Oxford High School marching band, under the direction of Mel Morris, Jill Brumley, Marsha Morgan, and Jessica Thompson. The band is under the field direction of drum major Suzanne Casisa. For your halftime enjoyment, the Oxford Marching Band. Now joining the band on the field, the Oxford High School Chargerettes. Another big round of applause for the Chargerettes.
Family owned and operated since 1959, the Beacon Restaurant is the gathering place in Oxford for family and friends. Come in, grab a seat with a familiar face for a down-home breakfast and a fresh cup of coffee. You might even hear a lie or two. Breakfast not your thing? Then try our signature plate lunches. For service with a smile, come join us for any meal at the Beacon Restaurant on North Lamar in Oxford. And nah, we ain't got no sweet tea.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved 480 bucks. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
You know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save 480 bucks with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Marty Stark in Oxford can save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Oxford Kubota is your one-stop shop for your farm or ranch. Whether you need a zero-turn mower, compact tractor, or the impressive M-Series cab tractor, Oxford Kubota can put together a package deal to fit your needs. We offer a fully stocked parts department and a service department with factory-trained technicians that can service your tractor, ATV, or UTV, regardless of the make or model. Come by for a test drive at 93 Highway 30 East, next to Oxford Farm and Ranch. Oxford Kubota.
And we're back at Brian Holcomb Field. It's halftime. Lafayette Commodores, they're trailing 17-7 to the Oxford Chargers. And Lawrence, we saw a huge play to close the first half as Jack Abraham threw a long desperation touchdown pass to Kyrie White, and that ultimately was a killer for the Commodores.
That was a killer. It's a sucker punch right before halftime. You always try and get that. You always try and want to get the last score before halftime so you can get that momentum going into the second half. Oxford's got that momentum going into the second half. Is reminiscent of the BYU Houston Cougars game last night out in Provo, as Houston threw a Hail Mary from midfield just before the half, got a touchdown. They didn't win in the game, but they had the momentum starting the second half. I think that's what's going to happen here, as you throw just right after Lafayette had gotten right back into the game with that long touchdown run. They'd gone 60 yards for a touchdown. They're right back in it. Their defense forces a missed field goal, and then they go 3-and-out punt, and they throw the Hail Mary for a touchdown before halftime. So it's kick and gut. Coaching staff got to get their minds right. Got to get them back into the game mentally.
And Lafayette, they had a long 58-yard touchdown by Tavon Joyner, which really was the only huge offensive play tonight for the Commodores. In the second half, offensively for the Commodores, what would you like to see different?
I'd like to see a little bit more of in the run game. I want to see him try and get on the perimeter a little bit more. It's been a steady diet of up the middle, draws, bubble screens. I want to see him get out on the perimeter a little bit more. In the passing game, I want to see a little bit of a passing game. I think there's been like 2 or 3 passes attempted this whole game. I want to see him go vertical a little bit. They hadn't had much success going vertical this season, because Devin Thomas doesn't have the greatest arm in the world, but he's accurate. So let's check the ball downfield a little bit.
The Commodores are trailing 17-7, and we'll be right back for the start of the second half. I'm Browning Stubbs. He's Lawrence Dockery. Stay with us on DoresTV.
Hello, this is Gant Boone with Oxford University Bank. This day and age, it is hard to beat an original, much less an Oxford original, and that is exactly what you get with OUB. We have Casasa checking and savings accounts with ATM refunds nationwide, perfect for everyone, especially students. So whether you're a full-time resident of Oxford or just looking to get here as soon as you can, choose OUB. Live Oxford, Bank Oxford, Oxford University Bank, member FDIC.
You probably think Domino's pizza cheese comes out of a big plastic bag, and it does. But before it goes into that bag, our cheese was crafted to perfection by an award-winning mozzarella maker using milk from family-owned dairy farms. And we got help from a cheese technologist and a National Cheese Institute laureate award winner, which is really a thing. So order 2 medium, 2-topping Domino's pizzas for $5.99 each, and taste why you can't judge a cheese by its bag.
Welcome to Furniture World, home of the better buy. Get more selection with even more savings. If you're needing furniture for your home, apartment, or dorm room, we have the quality that you want at the prices that you can afford. We also have interest-free financing with approved credit, plus free delivery is available within our area. So come by and see why we're Oxford's #1 furniture store.
we're back at Brian Holcomb Field. For the start of the second half, 17-7, Oxford leads. And it's going to be returned at the 18-yard line, and it's brought out. He's still on his feet, all the way down to about the 40.
Number 7, Hutchins on the return.
And Lawrence, we saw a very stellar Lafayette defense in the first half, and really just the only bad play, frankly, I thought was the Hail Mary at the end.
That was he got beat deep, didn't come back to the football. We talk about how tough this Lafayette defense is. It's their front seven is phenomenal, but we really haven't seen the secondary tested much this season. We've seen it tested tonight, and they haven't shown well.
And there's a handoff to Phillips for maybe a gain of 1.
Phillips, the ball carrier for the Chargers. On the tackle, number 1, John Murphy. Gain of 2 yards on the play. 2nd down and 8.
2nd and 8 on the 43. Oxford, very aggressive offense. They moved the ball well as well. They got 3 scoring plays, and there's a nice pass, and guess who? Kyrie White, and he's gone. That's a touchdown for Lafayette. I mentioned it before the game. Kyrie White was the guy you got to look out for, and Lafayette, they've allowed him to score 2 touchdowns.
And I just mentioned it, the front seven for Lafayette's been pretty good, but if the front seven's not getting pressure on the quarterback, then that leaves your secondary exposed. And their secondary hadn't performed well tonight, and they just got gashed again.
Number 37, Liam Cooper.
Liam Cooper will come to attempt the extra point.
Number 11, Bianco to hold.
And again, they do that, the fake out formation.
You're not fooling anybody. It's stupid. Just line up and kick the extra point, please.
Here's Cooper. The extra point is good. 24-7, Oxford leads. We'll be right back. Commodores will have the football on DoresTV.
The next time those hunger pains hit you, head to the famous Bees Barbecue, as mentioned in The Blind Side, the movie. In Oxford for 15 years and voted #1 ribs in Oxford. We'll cater all occasions, no matter how small or large the crowd is. We also serve breakfast from 6 a.m. to 9:30. Open 7 days a week, 6 a.m. to 8 p.m. Bees Barbecue. And don't forget to call about those tailgating trays, 662-236-7090. The Bees Barbecue, the best ribs in Oxford. Looking for home, health, or vehicle insurance, let Farm Bureau handle them all. Lafayette County Farm Bureau Insurance will be glad to help with any insurance need you might have. With real claim service, stop in and see Wayne Perkins or call today, 234-6232. That's 662-234-6232. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation have a professional treatment team including board-certified physical therapists, occupational therapists, athletic trainers, and personal trainers who use advanced technology and equipment to help you achieve optimal results. We provide physical therapy to patients of all ages, ranging from therapy for joint and sport injuries to stroke recovery or work-related injuries. Oxford, Batesville, and Senatobia Rehabilitation. Healing in motion.
And we're back. The Commodores will receive the football. Oxford will kick off from the 40. And it's very loud on the Oxford sideline. The student section is pumped up because their team is now up 17 on their rival. Cooper punch kick, and it's returned at the 35, and it's going to be returned to about the 44-yard line. Good field position.
Might have done better to kick that out of bounds.
Number 21.
It's just weird. They've got a kicker with a cannon on his leg. As we've seen all of his extra points and field goals make it to the track. Why are they not kicking it to the end zone? Well, you know what? Doesn't matter. Good field position for Commodores. That's what's important. We will take it.
That's right.
We'll take anything we can get, any way we can get it.
Ball on the 45-yard line, and Devin Thomas back in at quarterback. Tate Owens, normally a running back, is split out to the left at wide receiver. There's the handoff, and it's going to be a carry by Joyner for maybe one.
Yeah, when you see your running backs split out as at the wide receiver position, not even in the slot, but at the wide receiver position, I think it's a total lack of confidence in your passing game.
Joyner on the carry.
2nd and 9 on the 46.
Number 34.
And just, I'll repeat this, Lawrence, but Jawan Kynes, 0 catches. Coach Robertson has got to get him involved if Lafayette wants to get back in this game. 10.5 minutes left. There's the snap, and Thomas will keep it. He's got some room, cuts up the middle.
Slipped on the wet turf.
He's past midfield.
For the Commodores, on the tackle, number 20, Thomas.
So early 3rd down situation for the Commodores. 3rd and 4 on the 49-yard line.
And 4 for the Commodores.
And here they go up to the line.
They've got no one out to the left. They've got deuces wide right, but that's it.
There's the snap as it's going to be handed off to Joyner, and you know, I probably would have liked to see a pass there, but that's going to be no gain as they will probably punt the football.
Not a good answering drive from the Commodores. Is when you go down big like they are now, you really need lightning in a bottle. You got to try and go down the field. There was no effort to go down the field there.
Coker will punt the football. Waiting on the long snapper. There's the punt, and looks like it's going to roll, and it's going to be fielded by White. And he's going to get tackled on the 18-yard line, and we'll take a break. Oxford will have the football when we come back.
Family owned and operated since 1959, the Beacon Restaurant is the gathering place in Oxford for family and friends. Come in, grab a seat with a familiar face for a down-home breakfast and a fresh cup of coffee. You might even hear a lie or two. Breakfast not your thing? Then try our signature plate lunches. For service with a smile, come join us for any meal at the Beacon Restaurant on North Lamar in Oxford. And nah, we ain't got no sweet tea.
So I switched my car insurance to State Farm. I saved $480. You know what that is?
Yeah, don't say it.
So you know what it is, right?
Yeah, don't.
It's a lot of dough.
Switch and you could save $480 with State Farm.
It's a lot of dough.
See if Marty Stark in Oxford can save you a lot of dough.
Get to a better state. State Farm.
Oxford Kubota is your one-stop shop for your farm or ranch. Whether you need a zero-turn mower, compact tractor, or the impressive M-Series cab tractor, Oxford Kubota can put together a package deal to fit your needs. We offer a fully stocked parts department and a service department with factory-trained technicians that can service your tractor, ATV, or UTV, regardless of the make or model. Come by for a test drive at 93 Highway 30 East, next to Oxford Farm and Ranch. Oxford Kubota.
And we're back. You're watching the 4th broadcast of the season on DoresTV. I'm Browning Stubbs alongside Lawrence Dockery, and Oxford will have the football 1st and 10 on the 18. Abraham gets the snap, and wild throw is caught by Metcalf. Could be pushed out of bounds at around the 26-yard line.
On the tackle, number 5, Zeke Liggins.
And Lawrence, when we talk about the Lafayette offense, it seemed like Thomas really hasn't had a lot of chances to make some of the good throws and good plays that Abraham has.
He hasn't. There have been maybe 4 or 5 pass plays called this entire game, and anything that Thomas has been able to do, it's been able to do in the option game.
And there's the handoff that's Colin Lee gets the carry for a couple. Phillips will check back into the game as Lee will exit.
The gain is to the 27-yard line. 3rd down and 1.
Third and 1 on the 27. The toss out to the right. Phillips has got room. He's going to get all the way down to close to the 40-yard line, and that was a good play call. That's something we haven't seen from Lafayette.
That was a good play call. Anytime you pick up the first down, more likely it's probably because you had a good play.
38-yard line. That's another Charger.
So that's the second first down on the drive for the Oxford Chargers. And there's the screen pass out to the right by Metcalf. And you know, we've seen White. He scored 2 touchdowns, but Metcalf, he's probably had about 5 catches, and he's making good plays as well.
He is making some good plays. He's getting good blockers downfield. He's been able to pick up good chunks of yardage after he's made the catch. And look, he is huge.
Yeah,
he's very tall. Any of the defensive backs you put up against them, it's going to be a mismatch. You're going to get opportunities one-on-one.
DK Metcalf, 6'4". That's always nice to have. As Abraham throws across the middle, and the pass was intended for Greaser, but just a little over his head.
Luckily that pass was over his head, because if he made that catch, he was going to get popped by 2 different defenders.
3rd and 8 on the 39 for the Chargers. Abraham, he looks over to Coach Johnny Hill to try to get the signal. There's the snap and pressure from Murphy. Pass is complete to White, and I think White is going to be playing somewhere at the next level very soon.
He is going to be. He's not the tallest guy, but you don't always need to be the tallest guy. You know, at college football programs, they've always got a specialist for everything. Yep. He could be, your short. He can line up in the slot a bunch. He lines up out wide here, but if you look at Ole Miss, he could line up in the slot for Ole Miss.
There's Abraham, and he rolls out to his right, escapes the pressure, and what a hit there.
Metcalf coming in with a huge
on the right sideline as Abraham runs out of bounds, and I believe is that a shoe on the field?
Like back there at the 50-yard line, looks like a Commodore lost a shoe.
That's number 35, Vincent Lewis. His shoe fell off on the play, but he still continued to play.
You always, you occasionally see a helmet come off. You don't usually see the shoes
Lawrence, I was just about to ask you about that. When a player, we'll talk after this play, Phillips, and there's a flag on the play, but just in football, if a player, if his helmet comes off and he continues to make a play and, like, say he tackles someone, he gets penalized for it. What's your opinion on that?
I don't really have an opinion on that. It's a rule, you got to follow it. So, the thing is the concussions, the head injuries now, and if player safety, at the youth level you always hear safety comes first. And I think they're starting to institute that at the collegiate and the pro levels.
That's a hold against the Oxford offensive line. That will bring them back 10 yards.
Following the penalty, 2nd down.
2nd and 20 on the 45. Abraham's pass in the tight coverage, and looks like it's going to be caught by Kozar.
Now, this brings up 3rd down. It's a good catch by the Chargers, but it's still short of the 1st down. Let's see if the Commodores can make a stand here and get off the field on 3rd down.
Gain of 13 yards.
3rd and 8 on the 43, and there's an injury as Zach Kaiser is limping off the field.